Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a lovely day. Welcome back to Grateful April, the event where we get to take it some time to reflect on our artist journeys and maybe practice a bit of gratitude. Today is day 11, Conquering. Talk about a piece that you may be working on now or worked on in the past that you are kind of struggling with or have struggled with, but you will, you have overcome. This piece was definitely the picture I had in mind while making this prompt. Oh man, and this actually is part of a part of my video series, Finish This With Me. So if you want to watch some of the process of this, you can. I think I'll put a card or put in the description, maybe both, whatever YouTube decides to do. It's hard to keep up, but I'm trying. um, so yeah, this picture, to give you some context, first of all, this took me 2 years to complete. Yeah, I checked the properties on this and it's like, oh yeah, you created this file in 2014. I was like, what? What? Man. And I, as a resolution for 2016, I wanted to finish many pieces, including this one. And it was a part of a series of, I guess you could say, well, it was a meme or challenge on DeviantArt with 100 themes. And I also decided to add on for the first 30 a Pokemon challenge. And the theme for this one was rain and most amusing Pokemon. So I picked a Ludicolo. I should have a counter for all the times my cat wants to give commentary. Yes, sweetie. She's sticking her paws under the door too. Kitty, get this down. Ah, she's adorable. So what I did for this picture was I wanted there to be like a forest, and I did talk about this in the video, but just to give a bit of preference here, just in case you don't feel like watching that movie. Basically, they're doing a little show. Kitty, what are you doing? This commentary, I kid you not, guys. This is like the third time I'm trying to record this voiceover. It doesn't matter how much attention I give her. She must have more. Yeah, I'll give her some extra loving afterwards. I do apologize. So if you are Pokemon fans, you'll notice in the upper right corner that Charmander, he has the flame, and if his flame goes out, he's pretty much done for, and it's kind of sad, but at least we have Whizzle there to help protect him with the leaf. Well, yeah, Ludicolo is just kind of oblivious, and I just love that there's a story involved with this picture, and I'm actually kind of glad that it took that long, because over those 2 years, I learned a lot about composition and storytelling with art, and I knew from the very beginning I wanted to tell a story with this picture. Although I didn't quite have the means to create this kind of perspective, because I'd never tilted the focus of or I'd never slanted the horizon line before. And I had learned over time that when you do that, it creates a very unbalanced composition, and it definitely gives off a feeling of tense. What is it? It just makes it gives it a bit of tensity, or it makes the environment a little more edgy. And yeah, I wanted Shanks to be in the foreground, just like running toward the camera, like, no. But yeah, I think mostly the composition was my biggest hurdle. However, having this many characters in one picture, or subjects, because you got the Illumise, Ludicolo, Geodude, a Diglett, Shanks, Charmander, and Whizzles. It's like 7. Yeah. And then a whole background. Yeah, this is one of the few pieces that because my New Year's resolution for 2016 was to finish the 100 theme challenge, because I technically started in 2013. um, I, this ended up being one of the pieces I still kind of was working on until the end, because it was just, I don't, it was a lot to accomplish, and didn't really, I was really intimidated by it still, because I originally had a composition where it was going to be a sort of 3-point perspective, where Ludicolo, it would, instead of having Shinx be the main focus, there would be another Pokemon off stage who was going to plot something. I wonder if you can catch which Pokemon from the anime would do that. Jigglypuff. Anyway, so for this picture, I also tried something different with overlays. See how this was what I originally had, but it didn't look very dark to me, and I really wanted the characters to stand out more with the yellow, so I added some blue violet, and I felt like it really made it pop. And yeah, I'm not sure. I guess I can zoom in a little bit so you guys can look here, because another thing I had also tried to render was fur, 'cause I hadn't really done that, and man, was that a struggle. Oof. And yeah, see here, these two. Poor real baby. And of course, got enemies. I love also how originally this was going to be a set, like a whole stage set up with lights, but I thought it would be kind of neat to just have some logs from the forest and maybe have the enemies as a light, a spotlight. And yeah, I wanted to include different types of Pokemon from different generations. So yeah, I think that was all right. Anyway, yeah, the main point of this was just to show that when you feel there are pieces out there that just really can grind your gears. I know that personally, and this was, I'll tell you what, it wasn't as bad as some other pictures, but it was really, I would say, I felt a lot more accomplished after finishing this, because there are some pieces out there where you're just like, I'm just so done with this. I'm just so done. I want to get it finished. And yeah, but afterward, you're just like, I'm done with you. Go away. And with this piece, I was I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit like that, but for the most part, because I love the subject so much that I can't help but look back at this and be like, this is cute. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna head out because my cat, I don't know if she's gonna be, I think her patience is wearing thin. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Your support, your comments are so sweet. And I do appreciate your questions too. I will get to those tomorrow. I feel like I've blabbed on long enough in this video. Anyway, I hope you guys tune in tomorrow for day 12. Until next time.